Hey, we're Paramore.
And this is ParamoreFans.com.
Woo!
Oh, you dropped your water. Got it.
Thanks.
How many years is this now?
I think we're on 9.
9 years.
Yeah.
So sick.
So amazing.
Well, I mean, it's always a surprise, you know, because just as sure as you can be about one song, you know, people may not get that. But I will say that Ain't It Fun, we were like so connected to it that it was very special from the beginning. And usually when you have that sense about something, it's the same kind of feeling that we had about Misery Business, or, you know, or even like Still Into You. There's sometimes you just kind of connect to the ones that end up connecting to so many people. You just have a chance to connect to it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The more things you accumulate in your life, the more difficult it becomes to leave.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and I feel also like, you know, you grow up, before you know it, you're like, wait, how old am I? And then you're like, whoa, how did I skip all those years? It seems like, you know, I don't know, it's just feel like maybe it's for everybody else too, but I feel like the years fly by, and yeah, it becomes tough, but then again, it like, every show seems a bit bigger, the next one's bigger, and it's like, you know, it's really cool with us though, having the same fans that have always been there since the beginning. They always keep us coming back, you know, I mean, it's not just playing a big show, it's that like feeling you get that you bounce back and forth between us and the crowd, and the same for, you know, everyone else in the crowd too, so it's one of those things that'll always keep you coming back. I think we get home for like, you know, 2 weeks or a month, and we're kind of like, when's our next show? So you definitely miss it.
The singles always get a great response. You sort of can't beat it.
Yeah.
They have an unfair advantage.
That's the truth. Yeah, it's true.
But there's still other songs that I think that would never be on the radio that get, it's a different kind of response. Part 2, there's just nothing like that. You know, that song would probably never be on a radio station unless someone, probably more than likely a younger, like, college student would play it on their radio station, and then maybe. But that song doesn't need that sort of following in order to connect. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm just gonna throw myself to the wolves. Like, just
I give up
early on, and then I can join in on the fun and not worry. You know,
join in on the fun. That's awesome.
I'm just ready. So unprofessional.
We were eating at this restaurant in Japan, and we had, I don't even know if this is like good to say or not.
I didn't.
It was, they brought out raw horse. And it was kind of delicious.
No!
it was just
It was
different.
like Game
I mean,
of
I can't
Thrones.
imagine it being like raw, but it kind of felt like you were chewing on a horse, like a muscle. It was like really, it was kind of tough and salty, and it was strange, but it didn't seem like, I mean, I guess the only other like meat I've eaten raw is like fish and stuff, so like it didn't seem that like crazy to be eating raw meat, you know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't weird in their culture.
Yeah, it's not weird in their culture.
For us,
Yeah,
we
right.
felt like a little bit guilty.
We didn't order it. Somebody else
This
ordered
is like
it.
a delicacy. So all right.
Yeah.
It's weird they called it Mr. Ed too.
Oh, that's messed up.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't try that. I think the weirdest. Well, remember when we went to Thailand and I was like, oh, this is where my favorite soup is from, and it was the hottest thing ever, and I could barely even smell it. It was so hot.
Yeah, and they had actually made it so much more mellow for us because they didn't want us to literally like pass out or something.
Could it be maybe vegan, you guys, so I could enjoy it?
I think we all should add one thing to the end.
It could be in your ice cream or in regular ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, maybe can I put in the coconut milk and then you guys put in whatever else?
What if we did it like a Neapolitan
bummed.
and each of us had our own section?
Oh, yeah.
So yours can be healthy and mine will be terrible.
Okay, mine will have coconut milk, cinnamon, and let's see.
Horchata.
Yeah, it'd be like horchata. Okay, be good.
And then I don't know where mine goes in the 3, but probably the worst one for you at the bottom. The last one you get to. Banana flavored ice cream with gummy bears in it.
I do want that. What would yours be?
I don't ever know how to answer this question. It always stumps me. I just love all kinds of ice cream. It's not my favorite.
It's
as
not?
much as I love coffee.
Okay.
Some maybe with cookie dough in it. Cookie dough. I don't know.
That would be disgusting altogether, but
No, weirdly, I think I would enjoy it.